Hi, it's Liz here with Stampin' on the Rock. Today I'm going to share a card idea with you using the a la mode, the alphabet a la mode dies. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Having an alphabet die set in your collection of supplies is so worthwhile. I have, I think, 3 sets, maybe 4, 3 sets, and they're just something, even when they discontinue or retire, I keep them because they're different sizes, different fonts. But this one is current, and this is called Alphabet a la Mode, and they're all capital letters. But this is what the shapes looks like. If you look at some of them, some of the die sets, they have an alphabet and numbers in it, which is nice too. But this one is just the letters. Okay, so this one is called Alphabet a la Mode. And I pulled out the letters that I'll be using. And I put the rest of them aside. I don't know if that's a little hint for you, but hang on. All right, so what I'm going to be using for this card then, with that, this is the More Than Memories, okay? This is the Memories and More collection. This is the current mini catalog that this one obviously will be finished in just, I don't know what, 2 weeks, if depending on when you're watching this video. But the collection that I'm going to be using now is retiring. It's on sale, so if you're watching this video right now, you can grab this sale while it's still available. If you're watching the video later, there's other card packs like this in other catalogs. So you can use the same idea for other ones. But I'll be using the Sweet Thoughts, Memories and More card pack. And right now they are on sale. They're retiring. This is just my little marketing, retiring, and they're 40% off. So Sweet Thoughts, Memory and More card pack is what I'm using here. All right, this is the card pack. It comes with these large card pieces. And then it has, there's a lot in here. There's a lot in here. And then it comes with these small cards here. So I just pulled out some of them, some of my designs. All right, so this is what I use. I pulled out some of these more solid color, these solid patterns here. Some of them, all right, let me show you. Okay, like this one has a pattern on this side. It has words on this side. For what I'm doing here is I pulled out the cards that have just a picture on the one side, and we're not using the words side. Okay. So I pulled out 5 different designs, and I cut them to 1 by 2 inches. Okay. So these are 5 of the different designs from that card pack, and if you flip them over, you'll see some of them. See, there's some words on the back of that one. That one probably had some words too. Okay, but we're using just the size that have the pattern, and I cut them to 1 by 2 inches. So those are those pieces. And then I have a piece of white cardstock that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. I have a piece of black cardstock that is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have a white card base, which is just the 8.5 by 11 cut in half. And I've already scored and folded that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just set up my bases here. And this time I'm using my Stampin' Seal. Got some flecks of dirt on here. We're going to put that right in the middle. All right, and I'm going to do my white piece right away too. And the trick with Stampin' Seal, you don't have to press hard. If you press hard, it jams it up. So you want to make sure that sticky part is on the end. Set it down, pull back gently, and snap. Pull back gently and snap. Okay. I know I've had some people have some issues with this. I think we just tend to push so hard. And so be gentle with it. Just pull it back and snap. And we'll put that right here in the center. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I'm going to put that aside for the moment. And now I'm going to pull in my mini Cut and Emboss. The mini is great for multiple reasons. I like the size of it. It's very convenient. Most, not all, most of the dies will fit through here. There are some larger ones that do not. You will need the large one for that. The full size embossing folders do not fit through here, but it is just very convenient to have right on your table in your workspace because of the size. I've noticed that mine's a little bit wobbly, and I was trying to figure out why, and I lost a foot on the bottom. Do you see these little, there's 4 little feet there. So if you have this and you happen to like pick up this little tiny foot somewhere and think like, what is this piece? It probably goes for your cut and emboss machine, but it still works. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to grab my little pieces now. And I have the letters for hello. You figure out what pattern you want to put them in. I think that works for me. We're going to do this, and we'll do, the nice thing is this die set, I will say I like it. Some of the letters you would use often, they give you 2, which is awesome. So there's 2 L's, so you don't have to run it through over and over and over and over again. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'm actually going to do all of them at one time. Yeah, I thought it was just 2 of the vowels, but there's actually 2 of some of the consonants you would use a lot too, which that was awesome. Don't worry about, for what you're doing here, don't worry about them being exactly centered. If they're moving a little bit, it's not a big deal. For the design we're going to do, it's fine. So if they're a little crooked, a little too high, a little too low, it's really fine. So just laying those on there, okay? You see how they're not all exactly straight. No big deal. All right, I'm gonna lay this down on top here and put this through. And we're gonna cut all these at the same time. And there we go. All right. So we're going to get rid of these letters. Just be real careful you don't lose those letters, because that's a bummer. We don't need the letters. With the O, there's a centerpiece, so hang on to that, okay, because you're going to want that. So don't throw away that centerpiece that pops out. So what you're using is you're going to be using the reverse, but hang on to the letters because you can use these letters for something else, okay? So I just want the negatives. If you have a letter that's something like this and the letter itself didn't come out, Stampin' Up! Has thought of almost everything, and there's these little tiny holes. There's one on the top, one on the bottom. Grab your scissors, poke it in that hole, and your letter comes right out. Okay? So use those scissors, poke in those holes, and you got it. All right? So just hang on to those letters because you can use that for something else. But we're just going to be using the negative pieces here. And then I'm going to go ahead with this, and we'll take the H. I'm actually going to use liquid glue for this. I'm going to use the liquid glue because I just want to get the little edges, the little spots. Liquid glue works well for little areas. Oop, put a little too much there, no big deal. Just pick it up and go somewhere else with it. Okay. All right, so this is our H. Put that one down. Maybe I should have put a little tiny bit here behind this part. Let's add that in there. I can just put a little dot. There we go. Just got a little dot to hold the center of the H down. Let me get a little bit on this one too. There we go. Just a little dot. I'll hold those two down, those little flaps. All right, let's move on to our E. But this is just a great other idea for these Memories and More card packs. Some of you may have heard that close to my heart will be closing their doors at the end of April, which is sad for multiple reasons. But what I wanted to share with you here is that Stampin' Up! Will be acquiring some of their scrapbooking supplies. So not now, maybe not in the next month or two, but at some point, if scrapbooking is a thing that you enjoy, memories and more, we will have a larger line of that coming later on. But for now, we do have some items, but I just want you to know that even if you're not a scrapbooker, these memories and more packs are great for other things too. Okay, so we're going to put RL here. And you notice by how I'm laying this down, it really does not matter when you cut your original letters out, whether they're exactly straight or not. Okay, let's put this one up here. And let's do our O. Put that right here. And you notice too that I'm doing it like a little bit off here and a little bit off here. I just think it looks nicer than trying to make sure everything fits in exactly. Obviously you want to make sure it doesn't go any further than the card base, because then you can't get it in your envelope. But laying it over your layers a little bit is just a great look. All right, now let's not forget the center of the O. Put that center in there. And there you go. Okay, so that was using the Alphabet a la mode dies and the Sweet Thoughts, right? I think that's what it's called. Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More. So there you go. This is our card for today. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions for me, shoot me a message. I'd be glad to help out. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.